Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. Today's the 5th Wednesday of the month, which usually makes for a pretty small week, kind of odds and ends things, but there's a lot of great books to talk about actually. Gonna start with the Marvel guys. There's 3 Original Sin books this week. This is number 3.3. That's your Hulk versus Iron Man. This guy is Avengers number 33. You know I'm a big Avengers fan. Got a little more Avengers to talk about in just a second. And Uncanny X-Men. It's your 3rd Original Sin book of the week. This was one they were talking about down at Comic-Con because of the new Dazzler and all that good stuff. Everybody's into Original Sin. And I said I'd be mentioning Avengers. This guy, Uncanny Avengers number 22. This is my favorite book right now. Kind of rounds out what's been going on through the whole series, actually, the previous 21 issues. Big cataclysmic conclusion kind of thing. Really awesome title. Everything you love about the Avengers. Really encourage you to grab the first volume trade paperback and catch up to that one. New Avengers out this week. A total of 5 Avengers books. New Avengers is another one of my favorites. Secret Avengers and Avengers World. That's not enough A-teams for you. Big Guardians of the Galaxy week. This is the 100th anniversary. They've been coming out with different ones of these for the different core titles. This is your Guardians of the Galaxy one to coincide with the latest issue, number 17. It goes without saying that this is one of the hottest titles in comics. The movie's coming out, I think, this weekend. It was all the rage at Con. Guardians of the Galaxy, everything. X-Men, your cool Jubilee vampire cover there, and Cyclops, along with the aforementioned Uncanny, rounds out your X-Men stuff of the week. All new Ghost Rider, your all new Marvel Now book. This one's been picking up a lot of steam, so I think we got a couple copies of number 1 left if you want to know what all the hubbub's about. And Deadpool. Dracula's Gauntlet rounds out your Marvel stuff this week. Pretty good week for those guys. Great week for the DC guys. As everybody knows, it's the Batman's 75th anniversary. Huge year for the Batman. Gotta start with this guy, Harley Quinn, number 8. Biggest book DC has. Probably the most popular character in comics. I saw 18,000 Harley cosplayers last weekend. Great book. Comes in regular and your Batman's 75th anniversary cover. That one's absolutely hilarious, like you would expect Harley to be. Justice League number 32. The other biggest book DC has. Cool Luthor cover there, along with the cool Bombshell cover. This is your last DC Bombshell cover for those of you who have been completing the run. Justice League 32 rounds that out. A lot of annuals from DC this week. This is what they like to do on the 5th week. This is your Detective Comics annual. Aquaman annual. Always encouraging you guys to read Aquaman. Cool Wonder Woman crossover there. And Red Lanterns annual. That, along with, where'd you go? Sinestro, are your Lantern books this week. I like annuals. They're generally speaking oversized one-shots that make for a lot of fun. Batman Eternal, your weekly Batman book, keeps on rocking. Scott Snyder totally kicking butt on Batman. New 52 Futures, and the other weekly book also keeps on kicking butt. A little Batman Beyond going on in there. Adventures of Superman and Smallville are your non-New 52 Superman books of the week. Digging Adventures of Superman, that's been a lot of fun. Big week for the Vertigo guys. This is Sandman Overture number 3. Can't say enough about Neil Gaiman. Can't say enough about Sandman. You already know all about this. Obviously, Francie's book of the week. Great cover there. Great story. Great art. What more do you need? Last issue of Wake from the aforementioned Scott Snyder. Vertigo Quarterly. Super cool one-shots. This is the 2nd of the series. Cool, fun stuff from the Vertigo guys. And they got a new one. Bodies. Number 1 starts this week. Like I say, big week for the Vertigo guys. Always big for DC. Love my friends at Dark Horse. Always like to plug BPRD or Hellboy or anything from Mike Mignola. This is Baltimore. Not necessarily Hellboy related, but extremely cool, creepy, spooky stuff nonetheless. Star Wars Rebel Heist. The first of the new universe stuff. Cool Luke Skywalker cover there. And King Conan, last issue of The Conqueror. That rounds out your Dark Horse stuff of the week. Big week for the Image guys. Low number 1 is your first issue Gotta Have It Image book of the week from my man Rick Remender, writer of my favorite book Uncanny Avengers. Dig Rick Remender. Always want to check out those first issue Image books. Outcast number 2 from the guy who does Walking Dead. Number 1 was all the rage. He kicks his stuff out like Walking Dead, Invincible, Outcast. One of the few Image guys that's always on time. East of West. Fatale, one of my personal favorites. And Black Science, another book I've been digging a lot. Some of Image's best out this week. Black Science is really cool science fiction-y stuff. The first volume is 1 through 6, and this is number 7, the beginning of the second arc, so check that out. Doc Savage, The Man of Bronze, is my Dynamite book of the week because I love Doc Savage, and any book with an Alex Ross cover is my pick of the week. And Exo Manowar is my Valiant book of the week. Been encouraging you guys to get a Valiant book on your list. All this Armor Hunter stuff has been really cool, and Exo is always a lot of fun. Great week for the kids' books. As I said, it's Batman's 75th anniversary. Treat yourself to some all-ages Batman adventures. You love Batman the Animated Series. This is a double-sized DC Presents. Got like 4 or 5 stories in here. Read more about that in our newsletter. Simpsons Illustrated, another big double-sized, all-ages, tons of fun kind of book. You know I love Bongo. You know I love all the stuff that they do with the Simpsons stuff. Regular Show, because I love Regular Show, and so does my mom. And the Super Secret Crisis War. This is all of your Cartoon Network guys teaming up and battling the ancient evil that is Aku. Super awesome stuff from Cartoon Network. Love anything Samurai Jack. Great stuff for this week. Like I say, not especially a huge week, but lots of great stuff to talk about. We also brought back a huge stash of awesome classics from San Diego Comic-Con. Got a few of them to show you to tempt you just a little bit. This guy is probably the score of the show. This is Batman number 37, going all the way back to 1946. Check out that cool Joker cover. Joker Mobile. Super awesome. And it doesn't end there. How about this guy? Amazing Spider-Man number 50. One of the most classic covers in all of comics. It's a beautiful copy. We were very excited to pick that guy up. And another one I was super excited to score. This is Avengers number 16. This is where Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver join the team when the original team leaves Captain America in charge. Super, super awesome. One of my all-time favorite books. And when the next movie comes, this is going to be super key. So recycle your cans and pick up that guy. We've got all kinds of great stuff on the back wall from the show, so make sure you take a couple of minutes and check that out. That's all I got for you for this week. You can check us out on Facebook, check us out at blackcatcomics.biz, or just get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.